how do you find and brainstorm good companies and influencers that you would even want to partner with? Some of you might have things in mind immediately, like, yeah, there's 3 companies right here that'd be great. But in order to have a successful marketing channel of partnerships, you're going to have a big list of people you nurture and walk through and pitch over time. So how do you come up with that list? So you have to create your Dream 50. Your Dream 50 are the 50 companies or influencers that you would die to have promote you to their audience. You have to brainstorm the Dream 50 and then categorize them. We'll give you a spreadsheet right below this on this course page of a templated Dream 50 where you can see how to do that. All right, so let's talk about brainstorming your Dream 50. There's 2 major categories that you can think through as you think through who you would want to partner with. Number 1 are people you're already familiar with. Always start here. Don't, like, everyone when they start partnerships is like, yeah, I want to go to the number 1 person in my industry first. No, you don't, because you don't know how to do any of this yet. You're going to screw up and it's not going to be great. Like, ideally, if you have friends, family, people you know that you're familiar with, start with them first. Now, most of you don't, and that's perfectly fine. But if you do, start there. There's a lot more grace in people you know than people you don't know. So start with friends and family who have businesses, blogs or email lists that you're subscribed to and are familiar with, podcasts you listen to, courses or other products you've bought before, books you've read, services you use, people you've interacted with in communities, sites that are backlinked to you, interviews that you've done, your customers, your friends. Brainstorm through that list. I've never seen anyone go through this entire list and not be able to come up with 50 people by themselves. Unless you're a recluse on the internet that found Mixergy yesterday and just discovered a computer a month ago, you have 50 people just in this list. Now, there's varying degrees of familiarity with some of these people. Friends and family are intimately familiar with. Somebody who you bought the book of one time, you're less familiar with. But that point of familiarity is going to be the bridge that you use in your pitch to get them to say yes. That's a lot easier to start with a bridge that you know than one you don't know. So this leads to category number 2. People you aren't familiar with. And for people you aren't familiar with, you're looking for shoulder industries. An industry who has the same type of customer that you want, but sells a different product or service to them. Okay, so an industry that has the same type of customers that you want, but sells a different product or service to them. Let me give you a few examples. If you're an online trainer, maybe you have a membership site, maybe you have a piece of software, maybe you have an online coaching product where you teach people how to get fit. I've just hired a fitness coach the other day. He's online. We've been texting right before we recorded this. He is interested in getting people who want to be fit to follow a particular workout regimen. That's his actual product he sells. What if he made a list of all the nutritionists in his city? What if he just looked at every blog that talks about paleo and keto recipes? That would fill up a Dream 50 100 times over. There's so many of them. So look at shoulder industries. If you're a freelance writer, a freelance designer, email software, look at SEO software. A business coach, look at a small business finance software company. If you're in the information space, look at software companies. You're in the software space, look at information companies. Look at coaches, consultants, other people who teach in your industry, but teach on different angles of your topic. Look for shoulder industries, people that you aren't familiar with, but you can research and find online, put them in your Dream 50.